All right, guys, so I don't have my glasses on, my contacts in, so I don't know what I'm looking at. But I want to talk about King Charles and his visit here in the United States with President Trump. Somebody left a really interesting comment underneath one of my videos and said, why do we reference King Charles as King Charles when he's done nothing? And the person that left that underneath my video, you have a very, very good, valid point. So we're just going to say Charles at this point, because overall the energy I was getting for their meeting here and the things that were said when Trump was over there in the UK, King Charles threw a temper tantrum energetically. And he flew over here to the United States. They can say it's for a banquet if they want to, but there's more than meets the eye. And I believe it's all about supporting the war with Ukraine, standing by Ukraine, and that's what I'm getting. Not all of it, but a lot of it has to do with Ukraine. Wanting Trump to support, give more money, because for whatever reason, Charles absolutely despises Russians, even the civilians. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Sorry, King. Oh, that's right, Charles. But anyways, yeah, he is pissed. Does he look happy with Trump in the UK? He comes over here to the United States. Does he look happy at both places? No, because he didn't get what he wanted, or he wanted things to go his way. He wanted Trump to say, okay, you know what? I won't get along with Russia. I disagree with Orban. You know, I'll pledge more money. I'll make drone parts. I will support this war and shit on my people. Yeah, something like that. Like take the money away and give it to another country is fighting a proxy war. Now, don't get me wrong. When the Biden administration was here, they helped create this war, this proxy war with Ukraine and Russia. Absolutely. The United States doesn't get any slack on that. Okay, they helped create it. Absolutely. And the bottom feeders, this is a proxy war. That's what it is. King Charles wants this war to continue. Why do you think that is? I'm sorry. I keep saying King Charles, but you know what I mean. Less publicity on his royal ass family. It's less publicity on his family and Epstein. That's one reason. And the other reason is just glory. It's this fake narrative in his mind. He's pissed. I don't think Trump gave him the answer he was looking for. And there are these voiceovers from these fake news agencies saying that they were able to lip read what Trump was saying to Charles as Trump was heading back to the United States from Europe. It's all BS. It's all bogus. It's all bogus. Don't listen to it. It's not true. It is exactly what the royal family, as in Charles, wants you to believe. Now, as far as Keir Starmer goes, that was touched on very briefly, because Keir Starmer is not Charles's favorite person or favorite prime minister, no. But he's tolerating him because he knows why Starmer is filling the position. And I'm very disappointed in Charles. I didn't think he had it in him, but I was wrong, I guess. He's just as dark as the rest of them. I shouldn't be surprised. I think of Princess Diana, and she's like, why the hell are you surprised, woman? What are you surprised about? Look where I am. I'm on the other side. Most likely, part of the reason is because of, you know, that man and his mama. I don't care if you guys like what I say or not. I'm not here to please you or to make you like me. I'm not here to sugarcoat what I feel and what my intuition says. I'm here to be truthful. You can either follow me or you don't. I love you either way and respect you either way. So be nice in my comment section, because I've been receiving a lot of hate, especially these skinheads over in Germany that I tracked. I had someone look into it, and they're skinheads. And this started after I put out my video regarding David Wilcock. Can you believe it? Had nothing to do with European politics, but everything to do with American David Wilcock. That's odd, isn't it? Strange world we live in. But yeah, that's what King Charles was here for. I mean, he was here to have a few bites of dinner. He didn't stay very long because he wanted Trump to give in and pledge more money for Ukraine. And I think Trump even spoke on the island, Garcia, and Charles didn't budge about that. They were very much unaligned, not together, not aligned at all. And I was thinking, oh my God, what if Trump gives in to Charles? He didn't. He listened, but he didn't give in. And another thing, that assassination attempt, you know, I predicted something similar to that would happen around the time it did, 3 or 4 months ago. But with Trump, that was not something that Trump planned. I know some people hate Trump, and, you know, I'm neutral between Democrats and Republicans. I told you I put my cat in power before I would any side, any human at this point. That was not staged. That was real. And I think it was an inside job. They tried to make it look almost like it was something that Trump would stage himself, but that was not, that was real. And I think that it's important to note that Trump's sons, his daughters, but especially his sons, Trump Jr., and you have Barron, and then there's the other son, I forgot his name, are in danger. If they can't get to Trump, they will get to his sons. And maybe his daughters, but I'm getting his sons, especially the older two boys. That's what I was picking up. The swamp ain't giving up. And some of the people that are on Trump's cabinet or his team work for the swamp. Download. Anyways, you have to believe me if you don't want to. I think it'll all come out in a year or two. Anyways, I'll be putting out a video regarding Europe and Russia and what I see happening. I want to do a reading on it, and I may use cards for that. But yeah, that concludes this video. I don't think Keir Starmer was really much of a conversation piece between Charles and President Trump. I think Trump has concerns, but I don't think King Charles gave two craps about that. He's more focused in on the support. His role for the swamp and for the elites over there in Europe is to keep the war going in Ukraine, because Europe eventually wants to go to war with Russia. And that is inevitable, unfortunately. But I think we'll get into that at a later date. There's something else I need to add before I leave this video on a note. When we talk about swamp, the deep swamp, the deep, it's not just here in the United States, right? It's in Europe, it's in the UK, and Charles is one of them. Plus, he's much more than that on the dark side, the darker frequencies. But I want you to think about who from the United States went over to the UK for a long period of time, who used to be a world leader here in the USA, Obama himself. Then you have Starmer. All these people are dark energies. Now you know I'm mutual. I don't need to keep telling you that. When I think about that assassination attempt and the disappointment on Charles's face the last 2 days, it really makes me wonder. Now, I know that John Doe may not be who he says he is either, but it really makes me wonder when I look at Charles and I think about Obama and a few other people, and then I think of Europe elites, the UK elites, not getting what they want, and that is war. Now, some people can say that the United States is backing away and they're eliminating it and giving it to Europe, UK to deal with, but I don't know. Really, Europe wants it. Not the citizens, but some of the elites, because not all of the leaders want it. Hungary doesn't want it. Some of the Slavic countries don't want it. Perfect timing to have this banquets, all these banquets. Okay, now I'm done.